Right then, hello there, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. My name is Paul, I'm also called Knickknack. I'm the brains behind Knickknack's Old Peculiar, the blog, Knickknack's Daily Teaser, a set of brain teaser quizzes, and the YouTube channel at Mr. Cuddy2977, which is where I do teaser quizzes, TV show reviews, and movie reviews, and you're welcome to have a wander around the channel and see what you can see. I'll try and put a few relevant playlists up in the corner here, and I'll also try and put a link into my tip jar as well, so if you're feeling generous and suitably impressed, you can like, share, subscribe, and put some money in the tin. At any rate, tonight is Monday the 19th of December, last night was Sunday the 18th of December, and last night I caught a film. I caught the latest Terry Pratchett-based flick, The Amazing Maurice, and I thought I should tell you what I thought of the film. The Amazing Maurice opens with the voice of Militia, played by Emilia Clarke, telling us the opening part of Mr. Bunsey Has an Adventure, of how Mr. Bunsey felt life was unfair as Felmer Fred had lots of lettuce and Mr. Bunsey doesn't. In the real world, Militia tells us, Mr. Bunsey is not the story we're going to see. This story is all about rats. The scene shifts to show us Maurice, Hugh Laurie, a huge talking ginger tomcat who works with a small clan of intelligent rats. Maurice and the clan go from one town to another, where the rats con the innocent citizens by pretending to infest the place, and then, with the help of Keith, Himesh Patel, a human piper, pretending to be lured out of town to the sounds of jingling big bags of cash. After they've finished the most recent job, both the clan's spiritual leader, Dangerous Beans, David Tennant, and his assistant Peaches, Gemma Arterton, feel they should stop tricking humans and head for their ideal world, a paradise island revealed to them in their holy book,
Mr. Bunsey Has an Adventure.
But in order to get to this mythical island, as Maurice points out, they're going to need boats, and they're going to need cash to buy boats. They need just one last little job at the town of Bad Blintz. Now, what did I make of this? What did I make of The Amazing Maurice? Good, bad, indifferent, or outright fan-bloody-tastic? I am biased. I'm a lifelong Terry Pratchett fan, so seeing something like, off the top of my head, Troll Bridge, which I saw last year, that is authentic and true to the text and entertaining at the same time, is welcome. And yes, The Amazing Maurice is definitely that. It's a fantastic thing to watch. It is something I always look for, and as I think I've already hinted, it is reasonably close to the original novel. There's differences, of course, there has to be, and of course it's been a while since I've actually read the book. Dangerous Beans, for example, the David Tennant character, is blind in the novel, or at least functionally blind, which he isn't in the film, seemingly. The film seems to have removed Hammond Hawke, the clan's original very tough and very conservative original leader, in favour of having Darktan, Arian Bakari, as both leader and the rat who's caught in the rat baiting ring. There is one scene from the book. In the book, Hammond Hawke rescues one of the other characters from a rat baiting ring where rats are chased by dogs, and is, in the book, killed, which isn't something that happens in the film version. In the film version, it's Darktan that does the rescue, and he comes out alive. The film adds the boss man, David Thewlis, at least as the boss man. That's a new character, or at least a new presentation, if you will, of the Rat King, the novel's main villain. Go look up Rat Kings. Those are quite interesting things to read about. They are a real-world phenomena, or were a real-world phenomena. Darktan not being killed in the same way Hammond Hawke was in the book is not necessarily a bad thing, I should add here. It is, in the book, even though it's a book aimed at kids, it is quite gruesome and might prove a bit much for a film that's aimed at a broad family audience, and possibly a family audience that's got younger members than the book's aimed at. But on the whole, and importantly for me, the book is like Troll Bridge and the 2021 version of Dune. It sticks reasonably close to its source text, including Mr. Bunzy Has an Adventure, using that as a framing device, and it includes details of the story's Discworld setting that are going to, fans like me are going to love, but are also going to be unobtrusive to those of us who aren't Discworld fans. Rincewind cropping up in a scene where Sardines explains the clan's origins. Death and the Death of Rats appearance, as true to the books as they are. The hints show us what the town is called, rather than having characters saying, "Ooh, we have to go back to Bad Blint" every 5 minutes. And there's also the occasional nod to the late Terry Pratchett himself. There's a bust in the mayor's office on the left, if you see the mayor talking to the rat catchers. It is beautifully done, as is the occasional sly piece of fourth wall breaking, and as is the casting. The casting is quite amazing. Hugh Laurie as Maurice is fantastic. David Thewlis as the Rat King, the boss, is incredibly menacing. Himesh Patel, who I've got to admit is new to me. I've not seen him in anything that I can remember, bar this. He's incredibly good and competently done as Keith. They are all great, but the utter star of the show is not Hugh Laurie's Maurice, or Morris. It is Emilia Clarke as Militia. She is absolutely spot on perfect. I suspect next time I read the novel that I'm going to be hearing Emilia Clarke's voice work and the animation that I believe is modelled on her face. I'll be hearing those words in her voice and with that face. About the only possible downside to the whole thing, to the whole production, is that The Amazing Maurice is only available in the UK on the Sky Cinema subscription channel, which has its good side because Sky's presentations of Terry Pratchett works tend to be a lot better than certain BBC America presentations I could mention here, but it's limited to Sky Cinema and to a few independent theatres around the country, and not many of them from what I've been able to find out. There are people who are keen to see it, from what I've seen on various Terry Pratchett fan groups. There are people keen to see it but can't because they're waiting for an international release, or they're stuck with waiting for a DVD or streaming release in their area, or they're quite frankly visiting various torrent tracking sites, which is not something I'd suggest. It is, after all, illegal. It's not something I'd suggest, but it is also something in those circumstances where it's not available in your area. It's something I find understandable. I can see why it's being done. Outside of that flaw in distribution, The Amazing Maurice is one hell of a piece of work. It is true to its source. It is madly entertaining. Emilia Clarke is bloody amazing, and the thing is incredibly watchable. Frankly, The Amazing Maurice is something you should go and see today, and go and see before you miss the chance. Thank you for watching. I've been Paul. I've also been Nagnack and Mr. Cuddy2977. Please like and subscribe to the channel.
It's 22 hours.
Thank you, Katie. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Put something in the tip jar if you're feeling that way inclined. Thanking you for watching. And before I forget, and if I don't see you before, have a very happy Christmas. Take care.